Join me as I take on the challenge of pushing my limits and won't stop until I reach the top. Perseverance and ambition, these two words, have been my guiding light on my personal journey towards success. It's a journey that's not always easy, but it's one that's worth fighting for. I believe that the key to achieving our dreams is not giving up, no matter how tough the road gets. We've all been there. We set our sights on a goal. We're excited to start. And then, bam, obstacles and setbacks come out of nowhere, threatening to derail our progress. It's easy to feel like giving up when faced with challenges that seem insurmountable. I've been in those shoes, and I know how it feels to wonder if it's all worth it. But I've learned that it's in those moments of doubt that we discover our inner strength. I've faced my fair share of setbacks on my journey to success. There have been times when I felt like I'm not good enough, like I'm not skilled enough, or like I'm just not cut out for this. But I've refused to let those feelings hold me back. Instead, I've chosen to focus on my why, the reason I started in the first place. I've reminded myself that every great achievement requires perseverance, and that the only way to guarantee failure is to give up. One of the biggest obstacles I've faced is self-doubt. I've had to learn to silence that voice in my head that tells me I'm not good enough. It's not easy, but it's a necessary step towards achieving our goals. Another obstacle I've faced is fear of failure. It's natural to be afraid of failure, but we can't let that fear hold us back. We have to be willing to take risks and step outside our comfort zones if we want to achieve our dreams. I've also had to deal with external obstacles, people who didn't believe in me, people who told me I wasn't good enough, people who said I'd never make it. But I've learned to use those negative comments as fuel to drive me forward. I've learned to focus on my strengths, to surround myself with people who believe in me, and to push through the doubters. I've faced many challenges on my journey to success, but one of the toughest was when I lost my biggest client. I had put all my eggs in one basket, and when that client left, I was left with nothing. I felt like giving up, like I didn't know what to do next, but I didn't give up. I took that as an opportunity to regroup, to refocus, and to come back stronger than ever. And that's exactly what I did. I learned to diversify my income streams, to be more intentional with my marketing, and to focus on providing value to my audience. There was a time when I felt like throwing in the towel and giving up on my dreams. It was a tough season, and I felt like I was getting nowhere. But something inside of me refused to give up. I remembered why I started in the first place. And I reminded myself that every great achievement requires perseverance. So I pushed through, even when it felt like I was moving at a snail's pace. And that's exactly what you must do to push through the tough times, even when it feels like giving up. But I didn't just push through, I also learned to ask for help. I realized that I didn't have to do it alone, that there were people out there who could help me. I learned to be vulnerable, to ask for guidance, and to seek out mentors who could help me navigate the challenges I was facing. And that's exactly what I want to encourage you to do too. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. There was a moment when I felt like I was at rock bottom, like I had hit a wall and didn't know what to do next. But instead of giving up, I chose to push through. I chose to focus on my why, to remind myself of my strengths, and to take it one step at a time. And that's exactly what you must do to push through the tough times, even when it feels like giving up. To recap, perseverance is key to achieving our dreams. We'll face obstacles and setbacks along the way, but it's how we respond that matters. We can choose to give up, or we can choose to push through. We can choose to focus on our strengths, to silence our inner doubters, and to take it one step at a time. And that's exactly what I want to encourage you to do: push through the tough times, and never give up on your dreams. If you're facing a challenge right now, I want to encourage you to share it with me in the comments below. Let's support each other, let's lift each other up, and let's push through the tough times together. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe for more inspiring content. And let's continue this journey together.